YouTube. What's going on, everybody? This is going to be the quickest video in the channel's history. Well, one of them. I received a box today from Zach Mansur in Oklahoma City. Shout out to Zach on Instagram. I don't know his moniker or his handle, and I don't really feel like looking it up. Sorry, Zach. I'm pretty sure it's just spelled out and it's phonetical. So if you guys want to find him, that's where you can find him. I believe he has a YouTube channel as well, but don't quote me on that. And hopefully I don't offend anybody. I know sometimes fellow collectors get easily offended when they find out that you don't watch their channel or subscribe. And to be honest with you guys, there's really only a few YouTubers as far as diecast goes that I watch. So, you know, the guys that kind of got me into it, like Joe Motor and WTFFOR, Poochman, Champion DJK. So I really don't watch a lot of diecast videos on YouTube, if I'm honest with you. I go down all kinds of other rabbit holes, like moon landing, conspiracy, because, you know, we didn't go. Cue the gamma trolls in the comment section. All right, so this is the new 1970 Datsun 510 casting from M2. Their previous release was the 4-door. When they released the 4-door, Greenlight came out with the 2-door. Well, now here we are, 3 years later, and it's flip-flopping. So you got M2 bringing out the 2-door and Greenlight bringing out the 4-door. So overall, I like it. I think they did a nice job on it. I think it looks a lot better than the 4-door. You know, when those first Auto Japan cars came out, there were some issues with the stance on them. There still is. And there is with Greenlight too, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to say that the Greenlight is any better. Although I do like the actual casting better on the Greenlight. So what would be ideal for me is the Greenlight tool with the M2 stance. But I don't know, the M2 might be more accurate, you know. There's a lot more surface area on the body on the M2. So I don't know which one is more accurate, but if I were to guess, I would say it's this one. And I'm just basing that off of the Tomoka Limited Vintage and the Konami. TLV is always a good one to go off of, because those artists that make those castings, the way that they design their tools is probably the most advanced, one of the most advanced. You know, I know some of the companies will do digital scans of the actual car, and they'll do it like that. But when you shrink a car down from full 1-to-1 size down to 64 scale, it's not just that easy as shrinking it down. You know, when you do it that way, you have all kinds of proportion issues. And, you know, something a lot of people don't realize is that if you, and I only know this because when Hot Wheels first started, it was brought up by their design team. If you take a full-size car and scale it down to 1-to-64 scale, it would be so small that the door jamb would not be visible to the naked eye. And so they have to make those cosmetic adjustments. But anyways, where I was going with that is that Tomoka Limited Vintage, their design team will bring an actual example of the car into their studio as a visual reference. So like when they did the F40, you know, they bring a Ferrari F40 into the design studio. They have something right there that they can look at. They can take measurements. You know, it's just, I think, allows for a more accurate replica. And I think the proof is in the pudding with that one. because nobody makes a nicer replica in this scale than Tomica Limited Vintage. So, I don't know. I like it. But, you know, I take it out of the package, the hood. I mean, that's just par for the course with M2, I guess. What would it be without a piece that's ready to fall off? A painted engine this time. Look at that. Gotta love M2. At least it closes. Alright, so that's the first part of the trade. I like the car overall, though. You guys know I'm not a big fan of M2. But I'll take that one. Here's the main part of the trade. This is a... It's not even really a hobby exclusive, but the Midwest... Hang on a second. I want to make sure I get the name right. I'm all about nomenclature here. Midwest Streetcars Automotive. Here's the package on it. They have a show. I think it's part of the Street Outlaws. So they have like the farm truck, the dung beetle. Greenlight has done those 3 cars. Johnny Lightning did the black Nova. Was it a Nova or Chevelle? I don't remember. I don't care because it's Johnny Lightning, so I really have no interest in that one. But Greenlight did the farm truck and the dung beetle and the crow. I don't believe that there are green machines on any of them, but I think there might be on the dung beetle because a collector local to me claims to have one, a green machine dung beetle. Which if he does, it's probably a pretty expensive piece. But anyways, so this is the Pontiac GTO Judge 1971. It is Greenlight tooling number GL036, I believe. I'd have to get my magnifying glass out to be certain, but I'm not going to do that. If you want more information on this or any Greenlight car, just go to za3collectibles.com and they'll give you release dates, production runs, chase production, all that kind of stuff. So, interesting casting. I like it. You know, I'm not big on American muscle cars. More of a import kind of a guy. Here's a stock Judge. Same tooling, but there are some differences. You can see the stance is way different. And I think that's accomplished just simply by the size of the tires on the back, because the base is the same. So it's just the size of the tires that's causing that. The front of the car, there are some differences as well. The Crow is a front bumper delete as well as a spoiler delete. The stock model, obviously, to meet regulations, has to have the bumper. The hoods are different. But that's about it. You don't see this casting very often from Greenlight. The last couple that they've brought out have been convertibles. I'm not a big fan of convertibles in this scale. It's just a detail thing for me. So, but I like this casting overall. I think it looks pretty clean without the spoiler. I like the white. I like the painted grille and bumper. The black wheels, which I'm usually not a fan of in this scale, but in this case, I've noticed with this 1/64, white cars with black wheels seem to look good. I've got a Land Cruiser that's white with black wheels, and it looks pretty good. But typically, I'm not a big fan. Because, it's just little shadows. It hides the detail. and I'm a detail collector, so that's why you don't see me doing a lot of Hot Wheels stuff. But speaking of, he did throw in a couple. I already have a couple of the Titans, but I have not found the red Z. I think that's the nice looking Z that Nissan did right there. I had a roommate that had one, a black one. Good times, good times. Man. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. That was about twice as long as I was hoping it would be. Thoughts and comments below. Gamma Trolls and the 4 or 5 of you that leave your thumbs down, don't forget to click that thumbs down and then go back down to your mommy's basement. And you guys take care. I'll holler at the next one.